Why do you think you're a hypochondriac? What kind of symptoms are you having?
I have just this insatiable desire to see you naked. But that, I mean, you know, like, what is causing that? It must be something medical, right?
All right, welcome to Close the Door Behind You podcast. We've got a very special guest here today. We have Soo Ra with us today.
Woo.
Welcome, Soo Ra. Obviously, we have our Lord and Savior, ChrisTos, on the mic, leading the pack.
He does that.
And welcome, Soo Ra. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fabulous. Thanks for having me. This is cool.
Thank you for coming by. So I heard that last night you had a couple shows. How did all that go?
You know, first time for everything. Performed at an assisted living place in Rockaway Beach. Don't be jealous. But
Cool.
yeah, it was an experience. It taught me to save up for retirement so I don't get put in one of those places.
Or marry right.
Yeah, marry right. Either
That's
way.
probably the better.
Whatever I
thing
gotta
to
do, money's gotta be in my future because that ain't it.
And so, are you still working as a flight attendant, or are you just doing straight comedy?
Like twice a month.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
like
Nice.
yeah, it's a low key thing. I keep on the DL.
So
All
it's
right.
like super part-time. Oh, you don't want to mention that. You want us to cut it out?
It's okay. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we talk
Wait,
about,
before
go ahead.
before that, we should get plugs out of the way. So is
Plug
there
it up.
anything that you want to plug?
Sure. My socials. I'm single. All that. Which one do you want?
Everything you want.
Okay. Well, if you're interested in either, hoorah for Soo Ra, HOORA, number 4 SOORA. That's me on everything.
No, on Tinder as well?
No Tinder.
Wow.
Tinder, that's like something only fuckboys are on still.
Oh,
I
I'm
think.
sorry. I didn't
You're
know.
still on Tinder?
No, I'm not on. I never actually used Tinder.
What?
Yeah.
Actually, I have one of my best friends married her husband from Tinder.
Disgusting.
I know.
Yeah.
When it first came out, he's a doctor.
Mm.
She won the Tinder jackpot.
Hmm.
They won the Tinder jackpot because they're
Wow.
both amazing people. But they were each other's first date.
Mm-hmm.
He's a doctor. She's a director of HR. They got married, have 3 kids, multiple businesses, all from Tinder.
Wow.
I don't think Tinder was always that horrible. Like in the beginning, that was kind of like the only platform to be in. I just think it like devolved into debauchery.
Yeah, it definitely did. It was just like after everybody started getting booed up, it was just the stragglers left. And so there's where you have it.
Also, what's the other one that's
Bumble?
Bumble is bad because the women have to reach out first.
Oh, yeah. Bumble. I tried Bumble. I'm too unmotivated to keep up with that.
What was your opener with men?
I didn't. That's why Bumble didn't work out for me.
Wow.
I didn't have any, first of all, creating a profile and then reaching out to men, that I feel like that takes away everything. Like, don't like men like a chase. Why do we have to be the aggressors?
I think men like a chase in their 20s and younger. I think men in their 30s prefer communication and directness.
Really? You guys know
Yes.
how to communicate?
Yeah, I'm a great communicator.
I'm
Like-
unable to communicate, but
Yes.
this speaks for one of us.
But he gets extra time on tests, so in his communication, he's allowed.
'Cause
Oh, you got
a little
learning
retarded.
disorder?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
He's a medical doctor with a learning disorder.
You know, whatever it takes, you know?
What are you gonna do? You know, you gotta win by any means necessary. So
That's
Yeah.
right.
Hey, I got extra time taking tests.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Why?
So I actually am OCD,
Mhm.
and I just kind of played that up a little bit, and I got extra time taking tests in college. It was great. They gave me like my own private room to take tests in, so I wasn't distracted.
that's awesome.
AKA, like they were like, "Yeah, go ahead and cheat."
Really? There was no one watching you?
There was no one watching me. I was like,
Wow.
how did I get this situation? Even if after I like started going to therapy and got a little bit better with OCD, I was still like, this is a clutch little loophole I found.
Do you think it's because you're Asian? They were like, she's not gonna cheat. She's just gonna do well.
I think the Asian card does like help me out a
Yeah.
lot more in life than
That's actually how I got through medical school. I had a lot of I would just cheat off them. I'd be like, I remember literally
Don't do
one
that.
time I was literally cheating off this Asian guy in college. Like literally the one time I did it, and I like failed miserably. Like that's the last time I
Yeah.
ever cheated
No,
off an
for
Asian
real.
ever again.
Yeah, don't
So-
do it. I cheated off the white people in high school for
It didn't
their
work
math
out either.
homework. It
Yeah.
didn't work out.
Just yeah,
It wasn't even that I cheated. It was more that I just didn't do my math homework, and then I would be there like 2 minutes before class trying to get it done. And so I would just be like, hey, Catherine, can I copy off your notebook? And then she'd be like, again.
Yeah. I mean, Catherine's a fucking idiot.
Actually, no, she was good. She was good. You gotta have you gotta know who to go
Hey,
to.
Catherine, how you doing?
Yeah, Catherine's watching this. Our 300 subscribers include Catherine. Oh, man.
So can we talk about your days as a flight attendant?
Sure, let's talk about it.
I have some questions. First of all, why do we have to bring the chair 2 inches forward for landing? Why can't we continue to sleep?
Do you want to know the real answer?
Yes,
You want to know the boring answer?
Well, give us
Everything.
both answers.
Okay. The non-right answer is just don't be a dick. Put your seat up so someone can have some freaking knee room, you know?
Okay.
But the real answer is it's all about everything that we have you do is annoyingly to save your life. That's all. We're just trying to evacuate the plane quickly.
See, because they won't give me the med bag, and so if it's all
The
about
med bag.
Yeah, if it's all about saving lives, I would think that the flight attendants would want to give me the med bag. Like this one time, I was doing CPR on a plane, and then because I didn't have my medical license, after I resuscitated the patient, the flight attendant wouldn't give me the bag.
Wait, the bag to
The
You know, the
medical
med
bag
bag.
that they have
The
in the
med
back
bag.
of the plane.
You know the med bag that you bring out
they
and it's got
wouldn't
the
give you it
medications?
after you.
Yeah. I was
After
the only
you
one.
say-
I was the only
how
one.
much do I have to prove before
Yeah,
I
no
save
shit.
this
Yeah.
person's life?
Yeah, it's not like I did something weird.
That's crazy because maybe different airlines are told different things, but we're basically told if someone says they're X, Y, and Z, you believe them.
Oh, you don't understand. They made a whole scene. Is there a doctor on board? I volunteered. I resuscitated the guy. When I say resuscitated, I was doing CPR, the whole deal. And then the lady wouldn't give me the bag, and she's like, well, she's like, what's your medical license? I'm like, ME, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no, I need the physical license. And I'm like, I don't have my actual license. And I get up on the plane. I'm like, hey, everybody, you just saw what happened. If there's anybody who has not responded yet and actually has their medical license with her, anybody here on the plane, this would be the time to volunteer. And there's silence. And all of a sudden, this one guy in the back's like, me, I'm a pediatric ICU nurse. And he had his card. I'm like, great. I'm like, here's 3 IVs. I'm like, put into his antecubital fossa, put this one. And he blew it. And I'm like, okay.
Blew it. He's like, I work on kids. I
Blew
don't
the
know.
next one, and then I'm like, dude, get the F out of the way, and I just did it for him, and I literally had a bag of normal saline, all prompted, and everybody's like this, and there's a lady sitting here. I'm like, here, take this, stand up on the chair,
Talking to the
squeeze it.
mic.
So I'm like, here, stand up here, squeeze this bag, and we gave him a bag of fluid and all the stuff. But yeah, I've had some crazy stuff happen
Oh my
on planes.
God. Meanwhile, the guy on the floor is like, just let him do it. Why I'm trying to live here?
Well,
That's
wait,
crazy.
I have another question.
What up?
Does the food on the airplane actually make you constipated so you don't poop on the airplane? Is that
Yes, I put little anti-tums in every dish.
really?
No, I don't know. It's probably a you problem.
No, I first of all, I have no problem going to the bathroom all the time. But I heard that there's something that they put in that makes you sleepy, and also so you don't so you get backed up and you don't necessarily use the tiny toilets.
Oh, see, I think the opposite. That bathroom is like a revolving door.
Really?
And our jump seat is 2 feet away from the lab, and all I do is smell people's shit all day.
People are pooping on the plane?
all the time.
How? I can't
Before
even
we
fit
even
in there.
take off.
I have a more important question about that bathroom. How do people get away with the Mile High Club? Have you ever seen anybody? Have you ever caught anybody fooling around together in there? Or how are you supposed to respond when a couple goes into the bathroom?
I've never seen it, but I've heard stories.
Really?
I have other friends who work for other airlines, we'll say, that have admitted to doing a little frisky business
With other flight
with
attendants
other
or
flight
with
attendants.
not with passengers?
Not with passengers.
So I should stop trying to have sex with the flight attendants?
What's your move?
Hey, can I get an extra bag of nuts?
Why? Because you don't have any?
So you're asking the male flight attendants?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I ask the oldest female flight attendant usually
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like they just want one last hoorah.
One last hoorah
Yeah,
for Soo Ra.
for Soo Ra.
Oh
Like,
my
if they're
gosh.
over 48, I'm like,
48?
let's go. Yeah, 48.
47's your cutoff. It's like, no.
Yeah, 47 and below is too young. I think 48 is just enough old.
Oh my gosh. There was a video that went viral. Did you guys see that? The flight attendant gave head to a passenger or a pilot. I'm not sure. Somebody in the bathroom.
What were you?
No.
Was it on Pornhub or was it a real video? Was it on like
I
ABC?
think it was a real video.
Wow,
I mean,
pull that up.
I mean, we don't have to, but she did look 48 or over. I
Yeah?
will say that.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying, dude. They're just like ready to check out. You know, you can't go for like a young flight attendant. It's like, I want to advance my career. You know, you need one that's like, I'm good. I'm waiting for my pension.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, sure. Whatever.
I don't
Seen it
mean
all.
that sincerely. I've never sexually
Never?
harassed a flight attendant.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that'd be grounds for you'd get kicked off
Yeah.
for sure.
Can I tell you my networking secret that involves airplanes?
What's that?
So, in order to advance my career, I make sure on domestic flights that are not that expensive to always upgrade to first class so that I sit next to someone who is influential potentially or wealthy to a certain degree.
Uh-huh.
And then if they don't want to talk to me or anything like that, I use my secret technique, which is I order a glass of red wine and I purposely spill it on them so that I can apologize for doing so and really, really beg to like make up for the situation and ask them for their Venmo and contact information to like pay for the dry cleaning.
That's brilliant.
And then I get their contact info and I form a relationship from it. And I always make sure to spill that red wine right on the
Wow.
white. Yeah.
Why does it gotta be red though? You can't
Because
just- it
that
can't just be
stains
water?
more. No, because the water, you don't need to get it dry cleaned. It has to be a dry cleaning experience.
You know, half the people who sit up there are just flight crew that got upgraded.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, if we are flying standby and there's open seats, half the time they'll just put us up there.
So it's not like rich people in first class?
It's not always rich people, or just people who fly a lot and then they get free upgrades.
But they're not like rich.
I mean, define rich, these days.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But how's that been working out for you? You make any good connects?
Yes, I have actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any not good connects? Like
All the time. Yeah. One time it was like a pilot who was
yeah,
next
exactly.
to me.
See, there you
Yeah.
go.
And then he was like a weird pilot. You could tell like he was a pilot that they didn't like. You know what I mean? He was for some reason I don't know why I don't know why white supremacists confide in me.
What?
Yeah. They're always just saying racist stuff to me. But yeah. Yeah.
Could it be all the camo you wear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think it
We're
is.
going after me for the
Yeah.
camo, huh?
I
That's
mean, I'm
messed
just
up.
trying to let you know.
I didn't even wear camo around you recently.
Didn't. Yeah, you did. You wore it to the Christmas party.
Did I?
Yeah, you said this so I look like an evergreen Christmas tree.
Oh, that's right. I did. But not at the Stan Christmas party. I didn't wear.
Comedy Village.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Comedy Village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So what about the pilots? Do all the flight attendants want to date the pilots? Is that like like how it goes in that industry?
Nah. It's.
No.
I think it's a stereotype. I mean, yeah, there are definitely a lot of pilot flight attendant couples that I do know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess for me, sure, I'd be open to it only because then I don't have to work for the airlines and still get the benefits, So
Yeah, you guys get the best benefits, right? You can just fly anywhere.
yeah, I think that the pilots though, like they, it's like it's a hard job, kind of like comedy. It's a hard job to date somebody and trust. You have to have a lot of trust if you
Right.
date somebody.
Because you're always out of town, huh?
Always out of town, in hotels. Oftentimes we'll go out like drinking together
Right.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Kinda
My
like
my
comedy.
buddy who's a pilot told me that in the old days they would literally take all the liquor from the plane and everybody would get together and just party. And he said like those are the good old days. Like it's not like that anymore. But he's like back in the day, like 20 years ago, it used to just be like everywhere they would go would just be partying. But he also has another problem. He has a problem where like I see every single person that he knows tries to hook him up or hit him up for buddy passes. Do you have that problem?
Oh my gosh, yeah. people slide in my DMs all the time, and it'd be the most random people.
Really?
Like, my best friend never asked me for a buddy pass once, but it'll be like a guy that I met one time. Be like, hey, so what's up? You got a buddy passes? I'm trying to go to a funeral. I'm like, okay, well, you sound like a bad person.
Ask again, you'll be going to your own.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always people that have like no right to do it. Like people like I'll randomly meet somebody and they'll like get my info and hit me up for like a refill on like their controlled substances. I'm like, fuck.
Pause
too.
there for a second. We have a lot of people trying to call in.
We should have a
I
call
can
through
hear
right
you
now,
guys
yeah.
if you can hear me.
Oh, we got our first caller.
Hey.
Can we
Hey,
hear her
welcome.
pumped into the thing? Can you hear her?
They'll have to wear the headphones to hear.
Oh, yeah. You got to wear the headphones to hear her.
Oh,
Sorry.
I gotta
okay.
wear the headphones?
Is that Jorge?
No, that's Dominic.
Oh. Who?
Dominic.
I'm the new
Okay.
guy.
Dominic is engineering right now.
Dominic the donkey.
She said Dominic the donkey. Who is this?
Well, my name is Francine, and I have a medical question for Dr. Jud.
Sure. Hey,
If he's
Francine.
taking-
Welcome to Close the Door Behind You. How can I help you?
Yeah, well, so my big problem is I have kind of chronic hypochondria, and I know that there. I mean, you know, my doctor is really like refusing to take my calls anymore. He's being really annoying about it, and he keeps saying there's like no medical cause for it. But I know for sure that there's something causing my issues. So, like, how do I make my doctor take me seriously?
When you're saying you're hitting your doctor up, like you have his cell phone number and you're like texting him and calling him at home, or you're just calling the office?
I mean,
and-
obviously. Yeah, no, I call him all the time.
You got your doctor's cell phone number? How did you pull that one off? Hold up.
Well,
Sorry.
you know, he gave it to me after I asked for it persistently, and I've tried making home visits to him. Like I've shown up at midnight, 3 a.m. I've offered to suck his dick
What?
for his medical
Wait
advice,
a second.
and just nothing.
And that didn't work?
No, he says that he's married and has a family, and to stop harassing him.
Well, I can see how that would
Dr.
really...
Judd, will you take her on as a patient?
Well, what kind of insurance do you have?
Medicaid, but I do
Damn.
give excellent blowjobs.
Well, Medicaid people typically do. I feel
Have
like
good blowjobs?
give good blowjobs.
That's a
You know.
possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Cross Blue Shield people give the worst blowjobs.
Oh, damn. What about Anthem?
Oh, yeah, those are good ones too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anthem's
I'm
not
actually
bad.
on Fidelis.
Oh,
If
so
that
that's like a
makes a
step
difference.
above Medicaid technically, right?
Well, let's see. So, what kind of problems do you have that you want to have addressed by the doctor? Like, what are you concerned about? Why do you think you're a hypochondriac? Like, why? Maybe these problems are real.
I think they are real, but I mean, everyone keeps telling me that they're not. But I mean, I have like this horrible anxiety that I know. I mean, I'm not crazy. There's something physically causing it,
Wait, you just
and
contradicted
I'm
yourself.
prepared. What?
What kind of symptoms are you having? I know you're anxious, but I mean, are you having like headaches, chest pain, abdominal pain, vaginal bleeding?
All of it.
Everything.
All of the above.
Okay.
Wait, is your vaginal bleeding once a month? Like just a normal period? do you think that's like weird?
I don't think there's anything normal about what's going on in my body, and I am prepared to do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
I got you.
Soo Ra, as a woman, what do you feel?
I think it might be more mental doctor that you should be seeking rather than a whatever Dr. Judd is.
I'm
Podcast doctor.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm an emergency physician. So you know, you're definitely welcome to stalk me. We'll send you my address at the end of the podcast. But
You know, make an
I mean,
appointment
I'll-
tonight at 12 a.m. with Dr. Judd. He's available.
I'm prepared to do whatever it takes, Dr. Judd. And you sound like you're well endowed in both physically and in
I'm
medical wisdom.
yeah, I've got a. I've been told I have a nice piece. But
He's got
yeah.
that big old stethoscope.
So yeah, I mean, we'll definitely we'll get to the bottom of things. I'm sure we could figure out some way to help you out. Maybe I'll send you to one of my associates if I can't help you out. But
David Jin.
yeah, David Jin is actually a perfect candidate for this case. Dr. Jin. Do you guys know Dr.
It was
Jin?
his birthday, so
Yeah.
he could use.
He'll
It could be a good match.
he'll snuggle you up and wrap you up like a dumpling.
He is single and he is looking for his future ex-wife.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but you sound very knowledgeable. You sound like you have a nice, sexy voice, and
That's what
I
my
don't know.
mom
I
says.
really like to. Yeah.
That's a qualifier for whenever I look for a doctor. I make sure they have a nice,
No problem.
sexy voice.
Yeah, we'll set you up for an appointment next week.
What size are your hands?
Very small actually.
Perfect.
Is that a problem?
No, I think
I got like
his feet
micro
look pretty
feminine
decent, though.
fingers.
micro hands.
His feet look pretty big, but he is wearing Docs, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Doc's wearing Doc.
Should I
Doc's wearing
take off my
Docs.
Should I take off my shoes?
Yeah, I think he's wearing platforms. So
You guys are gonna make me like take my pants down on this podcast, aren't
No,
you?
we're
'Cause
not.
That would be just.
sounds like you're
awesome.
threatening us, actually.
Yeah, that's weird. Also, this person is a hypochondriac, clearly, and we're just enabling them.
I'm sorry.
So we should, like that. This feels like bad medical advice.
Yeah.
How many inches is your specula?
How many inches am I? Or my
It
or
was
David
your
Jin?
speculum.
Oh, my speculum. The speculums are about, I'd say, 7 inches.
What are speculums?
Perfect.
That's
No
like when you
idea.
do. Have you ever had a pelvic examination where you go and you get like I hope you've had a
Oh,
pap,
pap
smear.
smear. Oh, that's
Yeah,
what it's called.
the thing, the little duck bill. That's a speculum.
My gyno's hot.
Dr. Jud can do it, but for you right now.
You should go to
actually.
my gyno. He's pretty hot.
What's his name?
Doctor. Should I really give his name? He's actually so hot that I'm not gonna lie. It helps that metal spatula going easier. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I think you should keep it to yourself, actually.
Yeah. I actually don't want any other females going to see him.
Yeah, you want you want to be his lifeline.
Yeah. I'm his only patient.
Yeah,
I'll be his only-
you want him to need you. All right.
Sorry, we're not taking this more seriously.
Yeah. Sorry. She's actually seeking medical.
Yeah, no,
advice.
I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly what I could do to help you out, over the airway. So, I'm trying to figure out what type of symptoms that you have besides, like, your anxiety. Have you ever been on any medications for anxiety?
No, never. And as far as my symptoms, just kind of a general malaise, some fatigue, and I have just this insatiable desire to see you naked. But that's, I mean, like, what is causing that? It must be something medical, right?
Yeah, there's probably some type of explanation, but we could probably get you on the right medications to rid you of that, I guess, desire.
I think she just needs to prescribe. She needs to get some good D. That's it. That'll take care of everything.
Well,
Good
yeah,
DR.
I'm not allowed to do that, but
Vitamin D.
I can
Vitamin D.
certainly, refer you to somebody that can help you out. I appreciate the call. I hope that I helped you out today, but I don't, is there anything else I could do for you?
Maybe a pelvic exam at your place. Friday night.
Perhaps you
3
should
a.m.
go with Eastern medicine.
Like acupuncture or something.
Yeah, I know a good acupuncture and massage guy, Xingfa, and he's really good at just like
Cupping.
beating it out of you, and he'll probably cupping, probably be good to do that instead. But thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
Best of luck.
All right, good luck. Sorry, Soo Ra. We advertise on Craigslist, so we get very strange people calling.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have any better advice for her.
Yeah.
I just,
That is a disturbed individual.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I
we
think
get a lot of them in the emergency department. So, yeah. But it is, it happens.
Have you ever had a patient hit on you while you're giving them an exam?
Not so much these days, but yeah.
These
For
days?
sure.
Why not these days?
Well, I'm just, I guess I could just say when I was younger that, yeah, for sure that happened a lot.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Soo Ra, now that we've gotten that one call out of the way, why don't you tell us a little bit about your unique position in comedy as someone who's touring a lot, and you're doing like giant stadium, like almost stadium theater kind of things. Like, how does that feel? You know, you're getting a good fan base and stuff.
It feels, I'm dead inside, so it feels like nothing. I'm just kidding.
I felt that.
No, it scared the shit out of me. My first theater, I was like shaking, you know, just to perform in front of that many people. It's just weird to be like, okay, like, what if this only hits with half the room? Because if it only hits with 500 people, even though that seems like a lot, you're still failing, you know, like you'll feel the silence. But I feel like the more nervous I am, they can feel that energy, and then it translates to a bad set. So I always just try to be like, all right, we're going to just have fun. And I would say 9 times out of 10, if I feel like, all right, I'm having fun, then they're going to have fun. And I feel like that translates any size stage you do, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, when you're there, so you're opening for Nate Jackson, right?
Yeah.
So when you're there, do you feel like, okay, I got to win them over because they're here to see him, but they know I'm featuring as well? Like,
oh, they don't know I'm featuring until I get on stage.
oh, really? So you're not on
Who
like
is
the
this?
bills or anything, like not advertised?
Not really, yeah. I don't think any of the openers are truly like advertised, like that we're gonna be there. Our fan base, I think I've brought out like, you know, 1 person per show, maybe.
Nah,
but
definitely more.
But by the end of the show, if I'm signing some titties and some lower backs, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, you definitely have people that come up to you after. They're like, hey, you were actually so funny, or some stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's awkward when I have had one show I can think of that I was like, should I just go hide in the back? Like, would it be better? You know, but there's always one person that will come up to me on those types of shows. If that happens, then they'll be like, well, I thought you were really funny.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I don't think they got your humor, you know?
Holy cow.
Like, yeah. But
Of like 1,000 people.
Yeah. By the end of the day, as long as I sell some merch, I'm good.
I think you're hilarious.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think you look at you call back right there. Wow.
Oh, man. So, Doc Jud, believe me when I tell you this, but I feel like Soo Ra hits good for like black audiences.
Okay.
Do you feel like that too?
For my audience
I like
or
how
for
we're
black
asking
audiences?
2 white people
Yeah.
if we feel
No,
like.
first of all, I've been indoctrinated as a black man.
Oh, you have?
Yes, I have.
Okay. It's the pinky rings.
It's the pinky rings. It's you know, I'm always late. So, do you feel that way?
I feel like that's the cool thing about Nate's audiences is they transverse cultures and ages and everything. Yeah, I've never seen a more diverse audience. Any other comedian I haven't seen a more diverse audience that any other comedian has brought out. Like, he brings out black, white, Latino, still lacking on the Asians a little bit. I'm the Asian.
Right.
But in age groups as well, like anyone from the TikTok generation to like the old people who are on Facebook still. Yeah, and his crowds are just so diverse. So if you can like do well in his room, then in his audiences, then I feel like, you know, you have a pretty good pulse on. You can go kill it at a black room. You can go kill it at a upscale, you know, white country club, whatever.
Yeah, I love that stuff you do at the guys like walking out of Wall Street. They're like looking for a sugar daddy. So funny. I love those skits you do.
Oh, that's not a skit. I'm really trying. Where they at?
Yeah, you're a fan of another one she did recently, right?
I love the Subway series, the exercising on the subway, Subway Sweats. What was it
Oh
called?
yeah, Subway Sweats. Also a real thing. Just trying to get a workout
So
in, man.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to
Yeah,
go to the
get
Subway and work out down there with you.
Let's do
I
it.
remember I'm to answer your question from before. So I had this one patient, and she came in. She had she couldn't get a condom. She was having sex with a guy, and the condom got lost. And she came in for me to take it out. So I'm like, okay, and like I go to take it out, and it's like right there. Like there's no way she couldn't have just taken it out. And I'm like, okay, we're good. And I leave the room, and the nurse is like, that chick. And I'm like, what's the matter? She's like, once you left, she like told me that she likes you and she wants your number. And I was like, and I'm like, so did you give her my number? Then I had another girl who came in, and she like fell. This was when I was working in Miami. She fell on a bottle. They were partying, and she cut her vagina open, and I had to sew her vagina shut. Well, not her. I'm sorry. I had to sew her vagina lip back together, and she was like sending me like cards and stuff like that, and I was like, it was torturous because she was like,
Cards?
yeah, like
Was
thank
she
you
in the
cards.
first grade? Like,
Yeah, no,
It's like a hand turkey.
she was a model, like literally, like it was like ridiculous. I was like,
wait, she like went to go get her vagina sewed back together. Don't women go get surgery to do the opposite? Like,
no, she had like a traumatic situation where she was at a club, and well, this is her story at least. So she said that she was like dancing, and some guy knocked into her, and there was a ice. There was an ice thing with like a bottle of like Grey Goose, and she fell back, and the bottle of Grey Goose hit her in the vagina, and it split her vagina lip open.
getting loose with Grey Goose, literally.
And so I saw her, like she was like she and two of her friends came in. They were like runway models at like 2 a.m. when I was working in Miami Beach. I'm like, okay. So I get like a female nurse. I go down. I'm like, all right, so do you want to show me? And she shows me. She got a tear, like a laceration in her vagina. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see if I could get a female doctor to sew you up. And I had one female doctor working as a resident for me that night, but she was doing a lumbar puncture, and so she was busy. And I came back like 20 minutes later. I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry for the wait. The one female doctor that I have, she's kind of tied up right now. And she's like, well, can't you just sew it up? And I'm like, well,
I don't know what a vagina looks like.
yeah, I've never actually seen a vagina. And I was like, yeah, I guess. I just thought, and she's like, no, it's cool. So like, dude, it was hilarious. This girl was so funny. She was like, her friend's like, yeah, we got a new nickname for her. It's Ivy for Iron Vagina. She breaks bottles with her vagina. So yeah,
Those are horrible friends.
Yeah.
Like it's like a bad nickname too.
yeah, so many
Iron
crazy-
vagina.
Iron
What?
Ivy.
vagina? I don't
She's
think
breaking
so. It
Grey Goose
broke.
bottles. Yeah.
Wait, Soo Ra, we got another caller in.
Oh, okay.
He's on the line apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Caller, I believe you're on.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Jeff.
What?
It's a little hard to hear you. Perhaps you can remove the phone from your asshole.
My name is Jeff.
Oh, hey Jeff. How are you?
I'm all right.
You have a question for Dr. Jud?
Yeah, I have a question.
Hey Jeff, I'm Dr. Judd. How you doing? How can I help you?
My dick fell off.
Oh my God. You should set her up with a girl from Miami.
When you say it fell off, like how did it fall off? Did you have some kind of traumatic thing happen, or did you have like a cock ring that you couldn't get off and it cut off the oxygen? Or
Well-
what do you mean by it fell off?
Well, I was about to go to bed, and I was jerking my dick,
Mhm.
and then like without me knowing, I was just jerking thin air. So I turned the lights on, and there it is on the floor. And I look down, and like it's blood, and I feel myself up, and there's nothing there. Like I'm smooth like a Barbie doll on her period, blood gushing, and I don't know. And my dick is in a plastic bag in the freezer now.
I think you need to hang up and call 911 immediately.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's good advice.
Like a Barbie doll.
But wait, yeah, I don't understand that statement. Barbie dolls, they don't. Okay.
He's
Yeah, well-
implying that's so smooth. Why was the cut so smooth? Like it's so clear cut.
I don't know.
Were you jacking off with a saw? What were you doing then?
Well, just my hands, but I work in construction, so my hands are kind of rough.
Oh my gosh. I see why you're jerking off. No woman wants that near them anywhere. Oof.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm working on that.
Have you tried cocoa butter?
You may want to
No.
apply some pressure so you don't bleed to death and I don't know, maybe call an ambulance. We'll
I
see you in
put
the emergency department.
I put WD-40. Is that okay?
No,
Uh,
I would do Windex. I think I saw it in my big fat Greek wedding. It helps
Racist.
with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would use.
Chris Rock Robitussin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe some Vicks Vapor Rub.
Okay.
The Vicks Vapor Rub would kind of hurt, no? Because the
I
cooling.
think he's beyond hurt at this point.
Soo Ra, any advice for this individual in life?
Yeah, get those calluses taken care of. Try like a pumice stone, maybe.
Ooh.
No,
And some
that,
gloves.
yeah. Oh, on the hand. I thought you
Yeah.
meant on his piece. That's no longer
No,
there.
Why did you call here instead of an ambulance?
Well, I heard Doc Jud had good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my advice is you better get to emergency department so we can see you, buddy. And grab that thing. Take it out of the freezer and put it in a bag and put some pressure. And yeah, just call an ambulance and maybe we can reattach it.
You had a lot of
Yeah.
after hours calls tonight, Dr. Judd.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for calling in. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Larry. God bless. Good luck.
Call me when you get it back on.
We should have like done a profile, a dating profile on him for Soo Ra.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you want that.
I mean, it's slim pickings out here.
Is it really? What? So what? Why is it slim pickings?
Cause like these men are just so unserious out here.
Unserious in like they're just jokey or?
Well, like okay, not comedians actually. That would be nice. If they were actually funny, but no, I think that men out here they like okay, the amount of men who actually have their shit together in New York is slim. I feel like a lot of people are just still getting it together, and then that of those men who have their shit together are either taken or gay. So that eliminates a lot, and then the rest, yeah, they're just.
Do you think
There's
it's
so
perhaps
many more dope women out here than amazing men, and so I feel like that ratio is so off that, yeah, it's just not an even playing field.
I would argue the opposite.
Would you?
Yeah, I would say there's an abundance of men who are good that aren't given the chance because the women have such a narrow view of what would be deemed as a quality individual.
What do you think these men are lacking, though?
They're lacking charisma and social opportunity to approach said women, which is their biggest inhibitor.
You think?
Yeah, I think I've met a lot of quality young men who just have no idea
Young
how
men.
to
How
talk.
young, though?
Well, you know,
I'm talking like 30s and up.
you want 30s and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of like most of my friends who are in their 30s are pretty like well established and like in relationships.
Exactly what my point was.
Oh, so you're saying in
Thir-
that category
Yeah,
of 30,
30
and up.
and up.
You're not interested
single.
in younger.
Nah.
Hmm.
Men under 30 are unserious.
I guess that is hard.
Yeah.
So, ideal man, please describe.
Oh shoot. Okay. Attractive. Obviously, you got to be attractive. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that was what narrows you down a lot.
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. So that just eliminated everybody in this room.
Yeah, well, yeah, that for sure. But because Dominic's 22.
Yeah, we only date brunette Asians.
Brunette Asians. Oh, like. Oh, okay. My bad. I guess
I like.
I'm out of the loop too.
Yeah, if he's like a brunette Asian guy who's like really tough, yeah.
Oh, you only date men that are brunette Asians.
Yeah.
That just whole went right out over. Yeah. Did
Uh,
you? What's this? Have you ever been? When was the last time that you were brunette?
This is my natural hair color. What are you talking about?
Have you ever dyed your hair brown just to like try it out?
Yeah.
And how did that work out for you?
Not as much fun.
Yeah.
I like the blonde.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool on you.
I like it,
Yeah.
but
It pops with the red lips.
pops with red lips.
Yeah.
Going for that Marilyn Monroe look. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Ideal man. Okay, we said attractive.
Attractive, yeah.
Has like I think ambitious. is a
Well,
very
what
good
elements
quality.
are attractive?
Like a symmetrical face.
Okay. So The
metric.
scientific definition of
Yeah,
attractive.
just like, okay, not, someone that you're like, all right, I want to take you out. I don't want to just I don't want you to be the living room couch buddy friend,
Right.
Yeah.
Clean shaven or with a beard?
I don't care. I'm not that picky.
Tattoos? No tattoos.
I prefer none, but it's not a deal breaker for me. If he checks all the other boxes and happen to have some dumbass dragons, I'll get over it, But
What if he had like an Asian fetish?
sure, then
You'd be okay with
then
it?
I know he's about it.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, yeah, it's not like, it's a kind of like eye roll, but at the same time, like,
At least he's
like what you
on
like.
board.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
So you said attractive. You said ambitious.
Mhm.
What else?
Like a communicator. That's
Okay.
good. Someone that can communicate. Like, and that goes in that checks a lot of things. Like someone who's like emotionally stable,
Mhm.
right? Because in order to communicate, you gotta be emotionally stable.
Yeah.
And let's see, like successful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or I'm done with potential.
Okay.
Tell
done
me
with
about the
potential.
people who have not had the ability to communicate with you, because you keep like honing in on communication. I'm like, there's probably a good story behind this.
Oh, okay. Well, here's one. So I just broke it off with a situationship, and
That was your first mistake, entering a situation.
yeah, probably. But I mean, how else you like get into a relationship? You start by a situation.
Right, you thought I had potential for a long-term kind of solution.
Yeah, maybe.
How long was the
Okay.
situationship?
A month.
That's too long.
That's too long.
Yeah.
You think you should make it boyfriend girlfriend before then?
I think you should establish clear boundaries and intentions from the beginning,
Okay.
so you're not left in the air like that.
Well, I
Like
did
on
say,
the
is this just
approach?
a hookup? And he said no.
Yeah, well, every man is going to say no.
Well, then how do you get past that then?
Because you say stuff like, listen, I will kill your family if you don't take this seriously,
That's probably why he didn't introduce me to his mom.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no. Okay.
But, the most ironic part of this whole thing was I finally said, hey, you're not a very good communicator. We gotta, we're done. And then he took 13 hours to reply to the text.
Yeah, that would be the definition of bad communicator.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
How do you reply? Like, bet.
Oh, him? How did he reply?
What did he say?
Oh, it wasn't that he would reply. It'd be like 5 hours to a reply.
No, but when you said, like, this isn't going to work because you're a bad communicator and it took him 13 hours to reply, what was his reply's content?
Oh, it was actually a decent reply, but it was still like, yeah, it wasn't like anything's gonna change,
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it? That's everything?
Meaning, like, when you say communicating, like, he wasn't communicating that you guys were an exclusive item, and that bothered you? Like, he couldn't, like, give you clarity on, like, what
No,
it
like
was?
women, we love a text. We love a good morning text. We love a how was your day text.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, are you
It doesn't
kidding
get,
me?
like, you're like, ooh, too much attention? Like,
Nah, if you're
Like-
not blowing up and calling every 5 minutes, cool. But
yeah, what's that
you
perfect
wanna
give and take
give
there?
and take. Just ask her how her day was. Good morning. What's up? How you doing? How was your day? That's it.
Good morning text. Double text is okay if they sent you a text the night before and then you didn't respond and then they send you a good morning text. Is that okay?
I think 2 texts is okay.
2 texts. is fine.
3, now you're getting clingy.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why is it that sometimes when a woman shows interest, then you reciprocate said interest and then she then finds it as a turn off? Because that's what Doc Jud is alluding to, like this kind of, oh, he's like too into it.
Have you guys had that where you felt like
Yeah, of course.
you showed too much?
Yeah, and both ways. Like, I've made that mistake myself, like, and then also I've, like, been with girls and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is such a turnoff. She's all over me. So, whatever. There's just so many reasons for this shit not to work out that, like you're saying, it's definitely, it's tough to find the right person that you communicate with perfectly and there's not these, like, issues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he just said. Maybe communication
wasn't
is also.
communicating.
Yeah, he wasn't. That was. But why? So can you help me understand why I hate women?
you're gay.
Oh, right.
He won't even fly in a plane if there's a female pilot.
No, I won't. I won't.
Wow, seriously?
Yeah.
But how do you know?
Oh, I always ask.
That's your prereq.
Yeah, when the gate agent, I'm like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? There's no female pilots on this plane, right? And most of the time, they're like, of course not.
What if it was a Asian
Female pilot?
Asian man? How do you feel about that?
I would ask to see
What if
how.
it was me, an Asian female pilot with missing fingers? Would you get on the plane?
This plane's going down. No, actually, I would get on. Because I'd be like, she's clearly proven her worth to be here.
What? You just contradicted yourself.
What do you mean?
You just said pilots. You don't
Yeah,
think
but-
female pilots go through the same training as men?
No, if she's a woman, female pilot who is Asian and missing some fingers, she's proven her worth to be there.
Oh, I'm the only one that checks all those boxes properly.
Well, yeah, maybe.
But
But,
also not a pilot.
yeah.
But no, some of the baddest people I know are female pilots. What?
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, one of my mom's best friends is a female pilot. She's very good.
Very
very
good.
good.
Yeah, man. I love a boss ass bitch.
Yeah, me too. I think they're cool. I just feel bad sometimes boss-ass bitches get really lonely.
Do you think that's my problem? Am I too much of a boss ass bitch?
It could be. It could be.
Is that why
right?
I'm single?
I don't think that's why you're single. I think it's because you're so unappealing.
Wow, you know exactly what to say.
No. I think you'll be okay.
Do you think though that men are scared of women who are, successful in their careers? Dominating in their careers, I should say.
I mean,
Because,
most men actually are not, I would say. I think for me and many men that I've talked to, they would be very okay being like a stay-at-home dad.
I don't want to.
But that's the problem. That's the factor. It's like I think successful women.
Why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't it be two successful people?
This is all serious now, okay? Ready?
Mhm.
I think successful women care about the success of their male partner way more than successful men care about the success of their female partner. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Because you put it as a requirement, right? Like you said you want your partner to be ambitious. You identify as a boss bitch, right?
Just
You-
identify or I am. Okay,
Well,
come on,
hey,
Christos.
whatever you identify is what you are.
That's right.
Okay, no questions can be asked.
Mhm.
But that's what I mean, right? Like your requirement is that they're
I
successful
think every
and
woman
ambitious.
wants a success. Nobody wants a slob.
That's my point. But there are a lot of men who don't care about the monetary success of women.
Oh, you just want someone hot.
Or hot or like kind or something like that. It's not a criteria for successful men specifically as much as it is a criteria for successful women.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that it's like I've dated both. I've dated my last fiance was an attorney, and
Last fiance, so there's been several.
yeah,
He's a fucked up individual.
How many fiancés have you had?
just two,
Have you ever been married?
sorta.
What is sort of like for papers?
Well, like we had a wedding, but we just didn't sign any papers. Does that count?
What?
Well,
You
yeah.
went through all the motions and no certificates were signed.
Wait, so
Well-
she married you for money and she didn't try to like ink it?
Well, she wouldn't sign the prenuptial agreement. So,
Well, of course she wouldn't sign it.
Yeah. So I was like, well, if you're not going to sign the prenuptial agreement, I'm not going to sign the marriage certificate. So we'll be married in the eyes of the universe. But yeah,
How long did that last?
like a day.
Oh,
And then she made you sign the.
No, like the next day it was just like
wait, you guys, how big of a party did you guys have?
not that big of a party, just like 50 people, like a small little thing. Mm-hmm.
So she wouldn't sign the prenup, and then you were just like, okay, and then I'm not signing the marriage certificate.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we'll have a party, and we'll be married in the eyes of the universe. But yeah, I'm not gonna,
And then she moved out the next day?
let's just say like like emotionally and for all it just pretty much a failed relationship after that. Yeah.
Bro,
Damn, so
that's some Sigma male content shit right there, right? That's Sigma as fuck.
Well, yeah, there's definitely more to the story that I probably shouldn't discuss on the podcast, or else it'll probably destroy my current life. But yeah, I'll tell you more of the details. But yeah, that's basically how it happened. So that was the second. Yeah, the first one. Yeah, the first one we were engaged for a while, and yeah, it didn't work out either.
Do you think that tells you though she was just there for the money?
The
prenup?
second one. Well, the second one I had a child with, so not really. I think she, yeah, but she was like, yeah, she told me basically that she was gonna have. I guess I probably shouldn't be talking about this on the podcast. Probably gonna get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, she's the
Okay.
mother of your child.
Yeah, I
Okay.
shouldn't say anything bad about the mother of my child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's awesome. Mother of my child is absolutely beautiful, gorgeous.
Okay, we get it.
fantastic
We
woman.
get it. It's all right. I think the point is
Mhm.
you didn't prioritize the success of your spouse.
No, I could care less.
Right. And he's a
That's
successful doctor.
yeah. Well, that's because I prioritize my own success so much that we're gonna be fine no matter who I'm with.
Right.
So I'm not looking for somebody to like take care of me. I was taught to like be like that traditional like I take care of shit.
Well, but here's the thing too, right?
Mhm.
Not to harp on the specifics of language, but he said he's okay with like taking care of. And I think successful women don't necessarily have that perspective of like I'll take care of everything, everything's fine. It's very much like, well, what does he bring to the table as well? Right?
Yeah, I don't think I want to be with a stay-at-home dad.
Right. See, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll pay someone else to take care of our kids, but you're going to work, buddy.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's the difference.
Okay. So you think I should lower my standards to not have a successful person?
I don't think you should lower your standards at all. I think you should continue personally if you're actually asking my advice.
I don't know. I saw the advice you gave to the callers.
Those callers are they're cretins, but I don't know. I think you should be open to what the universe sends you.
Oh. Okay, the universe.
Mhm.
I just got some real Miss Cleo over here.
Yeah.
How old are you? Are we allowed to ask?
Oh, no, you're not allowed to ask.
Don't ask.
29.
She's Asian. She could be 70.
Yeah, I'm 75.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asians dead. Oh, by the way, do you have any wrinkles? Because we're gonna
Do
do
I?
this. Let me see. Turn towards me. Can you
She
go?
doesn't
up
have
like
any
this?
wrinkles. Soo
Not
Ra has
really. Can you go
great
like this?
skin.
Because we were thinking about, what do you think about this? We were
What?
considering doing a comedy show, and at the end of the comedy show, it would be called Botox Comedy, and I would do a free round of Botox to a winner in the crowd, and they'll come up on stage,
What?
and I'll do like a full face of Botox. Because actually, it was David Jin's idea, because I had some extra Botox. I was giving Botox to some women yesterday, and I had some extra, and I'm like, dude, do you think I should like bring this extra to the show tonight? And he's like, Doc, I think that's a great idea.
You
He's
can
like,
give Botox just out, like
Yep.
randomly
He
on
has
the
a medical
streets?
license.
You don't need to be in like a certain office facility to do that?
I mean, good question. I mean, I guess we should just try it, and instead of asking for permission, just ask for forgiveness.
I
if we
think
get
as
in
long
trouble.
as it's sterile, it should
I
be
don't
okay.
know. I feel weird.
No, I mean, listen,
getting-
I do all kinds of stuff, as far as like home visits and stuff. It would just be like, yeah, you're allowed to,
Or callers visiting you.
you don't have to actually be, you don't actually have to be in a medical office to give somebody Botox. Give it to them on their couch. People have Botox parties all the time. Why not have a Botox party at a comedy show on stage?
Wow.
Do you want to be a participant?
The only way I would consider it is I heard I have TMJ,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard it could potentially
Yeah, you
be
could
good
put
for
into
that.
the master.
Yeah.
In here and here.
Uh-huh.
would
What's
kind of release-
TMJ?
So when you grind your
temporomandibular.
teeth
Oh.
at night, yeah.
Why don't you do it for Soo Ra?
Yeah, dude,
That's what I'm
shoot
saying.
me up right now.
Well, if I,
I
had
don't know
known, I
though.
would
Would it
brought
change my face though? Then I wouldn't be able to smile anymore or something?
No. Well, for TMJ, you just put some here in this muscle here, which is the masseter, here and here. But as far as like smiling, you do here and around here. But you'd still be able to smile. You just wouldn't be able to be like,
I'm forever like this. I don't
you'd
know.
just be, you'd just be laughing with like this part of your mouth.
like
nothing
a
up
cartoon
here.
character.
I don't like that. My mom's done Botox a bunch of times.
How does she look?
She looks.
Your mom's beautiful, right?
Yeah, my mom is like actually gorgeous.
Right,
Yeah. But I thought she didn't need it personally.
Well, it seems like women do so many things that we say they don't need to do.
But you don't
they
even know
do
we
it.
do
Yeah,
'em.
we don't know that you're doing like all the skincare and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, you're just and they're like, do you know how much stuff we're doing behind the scenes so we look like this?
Do you know how? See, I don't use any products because my skin is so oily. Like if you wanted, I
like
could
olive
put
oil just seeping out of your veins.
Yeah, olive oil seeping out. So if you ever wanted like a moisturizer, you could just like rub your forehead on mine, and you'd be okay.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Never want to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, still looking for buyers. Okay, you ready for the last segment?
Yeah.
Soo Ra, anything else you want to talk about?
Oh no, this is your podcast.
No, it's not ours. It's yours.
Oh.
You're the special
Oh,
guest.
okay.
Anything
good.
else?
No, I think we covered it.
You feel good?
Feel pretty good.
You feel lucky right now?
Yes.
Now this segment is brought to you by our sponsor, Pokemon, the TCG card game. Pokemon is a great card game that reminds you that the Japanese did not commit serious war crimes in World War II. So Pokemon is here to make you forget that and also forget the ties to satanic culture that it does have. Pokemon, the card game for friends and for enemies.
I just want to say I'm Korean, by the way.
Oh, great. I love Korea. And, they victims of a lot of Japanese. Okay. Love you,
Yeah.
Japan. Sorry about the other stuff we did. Okay, so Soo Ra, we're going to take advantage of your luck, and you're going to open the new Charizard EX Premium Collection pack.
Thought you were going to say take advantage of my Asianness and open these Pokemon cards.
No, I found that the Asian polls don't matter. But, okay, which one is the first pack that you'd like to open?
Middle center.
Middle center? This one?
No, is that not a pack?
Oh, that's not these are card sleeves.
Oh, okay.
So if you get something good, we'll put them in a sleeve.
Okay, yeah, we'll do top left.
Top left, this one? Okay. Dominic, am I good to set up the camera now? Okay. Violet. Okay, ready?
Scarlet and Violet. How do you open these without bending the cards? Can you see it? Ooh. We got Starly. This is what
Anything
we
good?
got. I mean, we got a...
Be careful!
Oh my god. What did I do?
You just want to maintain the integrity of the card in case you have something good.
They're just...
Maintain the integrity of the cards! Okay, show that's garbage. This is all bad.
It's all
Okay,
bad.
all bad, all bad. Wait!
Ah!
The shiny ones, obviously the shiny ones are important. Okay,
one?
you nothing good.
This
Show
one
the camera.
describes you.
Yeah, I'm
Basic.
Basic. Holy shit, that's so rough. Okay, ready? Next pack.
Okay.
You could throw them there. Garbage. Which one?
This one. That one.
Okay.
All right. Zebaltea evolved. Does Pokemon really sponsor this podcast?
Yes. ありがとうございます。ポケモンのカードゲームはすごいね。すごいポケモンのカードゲームです。面白いポケモン
Damn.
一番のカードゲームです。
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, show the screen. Actually, that looks
This
pretty
one
good.
looks
No,
good.
no, not good.
Duh.
Ah, that one might be okay.
Basic.
You're basic. Okay,
Wow.
next one. This could be
Damn.
the last one. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's do this one.
All right.
Wow. What am I looking for here? Like
You want like a nice card art, full art, or a Pokemon EX card.
Oh, I think this is something.
Oh
We
shit!
got a Scizor.
That's a Scizor, baby.
Scizor.
Show it to the main camera. Scizor. That's pretty good. That's a good pull.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Be careful.
Oh my god. Oh, this one looks
Anything fancy? So just a Scizor?
it's more basic energy.
Yeah, basic energy.
That's
okay.
it. Yeah.
The Scizor is good. I think that's worthy of sleeving.
Is that worthy of
Yeah,
sleeving?
just hey, try not to bend them.
They
okay?
look
Try not
exactly
to
the
bend 'em.
same.
Is there really like a McDonald's fry guy on there?
What?
Let me see what it is. Thank you. This one.
Here you go, Soo Ra. You
This
got
guy.
a good pull.
Oh, I can put it in the sleeve?
You can put it in a sleeve. These are Charizard sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was like a pack of French fries at McDonald's.
No. But it is a terrible Pokemon.
Here, where'd my important card go?
Yeah, can you get the
Headbutt.
important card? The Scizor?
The Scizor. Where is the Scizor?
Oh my god. Do you see how she's handling the cards? It's like she doesn't even care about maintaining the gem mintness.
I actually don't give
She
a
does
fuck.
not care. Look at how she puts it in the sleeve. She's putting it in backwards.
Is it like this? You want to see?
You want to see the card. Yeah, you're not hiding it. Okay, there you go. Thanks, everyone. That was good.
Good job.
Arigato mas.
We're at the 1 hour mark, so any other questions for Soo Ra?
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
Ooh,
Let me pull up my questions.
lightning round.
Okay, what's your favorite food?
Thai food.
Thai food. And what's your favorite Thai food restaurant in New York City?
Ooh, it closed. It's
What was
called,
the
like,
name?
Uncle Boone's.
Uncle Boone.
Uncle
You
Boone's.
kind of said that Thai-ish, too.
Uncle Boone's.
Okay, so
Bones.
what's your second favorite Thai restaurant? The one that's still open?
looking for it.
You're still looking for it? Okay, so what dead person would you invite to dinner if you could pick from anybody who's lived in the past, who's no longer living, and you can have them at whatever holiday? Who would you invite?
Damn. Anybody? Jesus.
Jesus? All
That's
right, good
good.
choice.
All right. Would you rather have a ghost as a roommate or a vampire?
Vampire.
Why?
Because at least I get me now. Is that fair?
Disturbing, but fair. Yeah. Okay. If you had an ottoman in your house, would you let people put shoes on it?
Hell, I don't even let people put shoes in my house at all.
They,
I'm an
they don't
Asian
wear
household.
shoes. Asian house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Okay.
Asian.
What?
That's good. When you go out, what do you always make sure to bring with you?
My attitude.
Nice. All right. Any other questions or sorry, any other things that you want to mention?
Any upcoming shows that you have
Yeah.
or anything?
Nope. I am
All right.
so unbooked. Book me. No, I'm
Nice.
just kidding.
Book Soo Ra. She's
No.
awesome. Thank you so much for coming on our show. You're an awesome guest, and more importantly, you just are like one of these comedians that I love having around. I love having you at our shows, watching you, like your ability to do crowd work, your skits, everything. Like, watch out for her because, yeah, she's awesome. So thank you
The
so
whole
much for
package.
joining us.
Thanks so much, y'all. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Soo Ra.
Oh, wait. Could you look at this rash?
Yes, actually, he can.
I'm
Yeah.
dead ass.
Yeah, no, you should. This would be great content. This is great. You
Are
want to
you
show her the rash?
serious?
Yeah, of course. He's literally a medical doctor. You should show him the rash. 100%.
Okay. Let me just give you this background, all
Sure.
right? My friend's a doctor. My best friend's a doctor.
Yeah.
I sent her a picture of this rash,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me it was athlete's foot
Okay.
on my stomach.
Okay.
How the hell did I get athlete's foot on my stomach?
Well, it's tinea.
That's
Tinea.
Yeah, tinea.
Yeah.
Like
So tinea is like it's a fungus. It
I
could
did
be
not-
anywhere. It's just most commonly, listen, it's just oftentimes in between people's toes, but you can get it anywhere.
I didn't hook up with a wrestler. I don't understand how I got this. It was disgusting.
Wrestler.
So then I travel a lot. I stay
Yeah.
in hotels like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got freaked out that then these other bumps started happening. I'm like, do I got bed bugs? And I got freaked out.
Did you put anything on it?
She prescribed something for me.
An antifungal and a steroid as well, or just an antifungal?
Steroid.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may need an antifungal as well as the steroid. That's probably why it's not working.
What's the difference?
Well, one is actually kills the fungus that causes it,
Uh-huh.
and then the steroid actually like minimizes the rash. So the fungus is causing the rash, and so you want to kill the fungus. But then the
So gross.
rash, if you're just the steroid is actually going to heal the rash, but you're still going to have the fungus, and the rash is going to keep coming back. So you have to kind of hit them both.
I'm over here trying to find tell everyone I'm single, and then I'm like, hey, but I got a rash.
I think it humanizes you.
Does it?
It
Okay.
actually
you wanna
makes
see
you
it?
more.
Don't worry,
yeah,
guys,
Show
it
us,
goes
show
away.
us the rash.
show you the
Yeah, yeah,
rash?
show us the rash.
Should I really?
100%.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. What is that?
You're talking about all
in here? Yep. Look at that. Is It's not bed bugs, right?
No.
Bed bugs, yeah, probably is tinea. Did she give you a cream or she gave you pills?
A cream.
You may need the pills. Yeah, just because it's all over the place.
I need
Yeah,
the pills.
I didn't
Give me
see
some
it.
pills.
Yeah, but
and then
I
we have
believe it.
to. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if the camera saw it either, but I think it's fine. Doc Jud recommends pills.
Pills. Give me
well,
some
yeah,
pills.
you have to. Yeah, if you go on the pills though, you have to get some blood work done, just because it's a little bit of a strong medication, the antifungal, if you're doing it orally. But yeah, that would probably be the solution, because putting creams on it. How long have you been putting the creams on it?
Like weeks.
Weeks, like not just 1 week.
Like a month.
A month. Okay. Is it getting any
Consistent?
better?
No.
It's not getting any
Got
better
worse.
at all. It got worse. Yeah, maybe you have to do oral.
Oh.
When I say
love that.
oral, I
That-
mean-
I love that. That's the prescription.
Let's
The,
go,
the
dude.
prescription is
Okay,
oral.
get in line, boys.
All right, that wraps up our podcast for today. Always go oral. Thank you for tuning in to the Close the Door Behind You podcast with our special guest, Soo Ra.
Thank you.